Yo, 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 it's your boy Swag, and I'm back with a new story, a crazy story that happened on 63rd, you know what I'm saying, in Chicago. And Chicago 63rd is just like any other street anywhere else. Like, you might got your Western Road or your Valley Avenue. It stretched from one side of the city to the other side, from the east side to the south side. So I was on 63rd Street on the southwest side of Chicago, and this is where you have your Spanish gangs at. You know what I'm saying? I had a homie that stayed on 63rd. You know what I'm saying? Far, far west on Carson to be exact. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed far, far east. You know what I'm saying? By King Drive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over there kicking it with him. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? So he becomes my roommate because we was working together. You know what I'm saying? So he becomes my roommate. So I'm in the Spanish neighborhood. So I had my cousin over one day and we needed some weed, y'all. We needed some weed. We was fiending. We ain't had no weed. So we get to walking around the hood. Walking around the neighborhood, just walking and looking, trying to see if we can meet somebody to buy some weed. Like, we walked so far to all the way to the airport. And the airport like on like down there 58, 57 in fucking Kizzy. You know what I'm saying? So we walk a little distance, like we walking, searching. So we come back, walk all the way to the house. We hot, it's the summertime, so we like, man, we finna get some water. So we get us some water, we bob back out. So instead of going west, now we walking east on 63rd and through like 61st, 59th and all that shit. So we walk east, you know what I'm saying? So we see the Spanish guy, so we like, man, we looking for some weed, or we get some weed from, because he looked like he was a weed smoker, and he was on the corner like he ain't had shit to do but sell some weed, or he was on some illegal shit, or whatever the case he was on. So he's like, yeah, I can hook you up with some weed, let me call my man. So he get on the phone. So he talking in Spanish. We don't know what he's saying, but he talking in Spanish. So hasta luego, you know what I'm saying? So bam, he like, man, he kind of busy, man. He say he got it, but if you want to go get it, you got to go like to 63rd and like it was like by Western, like not even Sacramento. It was like maybe Albany or something like that. But anyway, we was on Kizzy, so Kizzy then Western is like the next main stop. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't trying to go all the way down that way to get no motherfucking weed. We walking at this time. You know what I'm saying? So he called him back. Like, yo, look, I guess he telling him we can't make it. You know what I'm saying? So me and my cousin, we like, damn, man, that's a long way to go get some weed. So he like, come in here with me. So we go in this bar. So we go in this bar, right? So we in there, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? So he talking to us, we politicking. He like, yeah, steady talking in Spanish shit. So he like, yeah, my homie, he's gonna be on his way in a minute. So we sitting there, we in the bar and shit. So he get to telling us about the area. He's like, y'all African Americans, like, what you doing in this part of the neighborhood? So we like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? We know somebody that stay over here. You know what I'm saying? This is what woo. You know what I'm saying? We trying to find some weed. We ain't never bought no weed over here and shit. So he get to telling us about the area and shit. So the nigga get to telling us like a old school gangster story involving a nigga that ran the area and his brother name was Rick Manzo. So he telling us the story and shit. So I don't know, I don't know how this happened, y'all, or what made this happen, but the man get to talking like he hit the table. He was mad. He's like, I am Rick Manzo. So everybody get to looking at this man like he on the side, he on the left side of us. Then the guy that brought us in the bar on the right side of us. So when the guy on the left side of us get to going crazy, like, I am Rick Manzo. And he was like, who are you? You're talking about my brother. My brother's dead. Get the fuck out of here. Then he's like, did you guys know he was trying to set you up? He's trying to have you guys killed. That's how real that shit turned. That quick in that bar. So at this point, I don't know what the fuck my cousin thinking. I'm thinking like they together and they finna, and it's a setup. Like, now we know the gig is up. We ain't never coming outside of this bar. So he made dude leave. So dude run up out of there and shit. Then he's like, yeah, that guy is a piece of shit. He was trying to get you guys killed. He was talking in Spanish and he was telling them that you guys was gonna come out and he was gonna spray you guys. Like you gotta be more careful, like where you from. So we get to tell him like, man, we from the other side of town on 63rd and shit like that. So then he's like, so what you guys want? Like what you guys need? Like why are you with this scumbag? Like I swear to God on my dead mama, on my dead grandma's grave, I'm not lying. This shit happened, y'all. Like on some real shit to your boy on 63rd. Crazy ass story. Rick Manzo, a Spanish gang leader, say our live in a bar. Nigga was trying to set us up to get killed. Our first time looking for some weed in a Spanish neighborhood on 63rd Street. It hit different in my J Man voice. It hit different. So he like, yeah, I can get that guys for you. Well, how much did you want? What you needed? So we tell him how much we needed and shit, and we didn't even want that much. So he's like, man, if you want some weed, like you gotta spend this amount of money. So you know what I'm saying? We way on the bound, so we make that shit happen. So by the time the weed come and shit, like he done bought us a drink. He telling us about like a little back history of what the guy was talking about, like how his brother ran the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, and he got locked up. Then when he got out of jail, his brother had died. Then he took over, you know what I'm saying, as the gang leader. And we sent this nigga on Gangland. On Gangland, Chicago Gangland, A&E. The nigga was on Chicago Gangland, A&E, like the nigga was a real ass leader. Rick Manzo. Look that shit up. Do your research. You know what I'm saying? On my Chicago lingo. You know what I'm saying? Do your research. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how that shit was, man. So it was a crazy story. So back to the weed. So we get the weed and shit, right? This is the first time, you know, usually when you get the weed being in little baggies, you go to the store and back, then you just bust the seal open, you smell it. This one, Loud, was like first coming out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Loud wasn't even, man, first, I'm talking about Loud. I don't even think Loud was hidden. Like, niggas in the hood didn't have a Loud yet. This not this Loud. The nigga brought it out when we got it. It was like in a sealed package. So, like, the smell couldn't come through or whatever. It was like sealed. Like, you know what I'm saying? How much we got was sealed. You know what I'm saying? So, it wasn't like you could rip it open. Like, you had to have, like, a knife or some scissors to get in that bitch. It was vacuum sealed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was concealing the Loud smell. Like fresh Loud. So Rick Manzo took a liking to my cousin. Now remind you, I told you I don't gang bang, you know what I'm saying, but my cousin gang bang, you know what I'm saying. He don't like telling this story because he said he ducked his taco. He said, man, this the first time I ever had to duck my taco, like they was gonna kill us in there if I would have said I was BD. But Rick Manzo had like, he knew like, man, this nigga must be a gangbang or something. He like, so like he said, where we from? And so he was like, you don't gangbang? So my cousin like, no, I don't gangbang. Then he was like, man, I think you gangbang. I think you're lying, but he was like, you see this product here? I got this product, and if you want this, I can make you a made man. Like, he talking like this, y'all. I can make you a made man. So my cousin steady telling him like, no, I don't gang banging, and I don't want to do it type shit. You know what I'm saying? Some funny ass shit, but he did. He ducked his taco. He like, I don't want to do it. So he's like, man, take my number down, and if you get a change in mind, man, let me know what's going on. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up with my little homie here who got the weed. And I got a basketball tournament coming up, man. I need you guys to play in my basketball tournament. And my cousin went to the basketball tournament. He ended up like gaining a relationship with the guy that sold us the weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kicked it with him, smoked some weed with him. I don't know if this was just protocol because we was in the hood and he was trying to recruit my cousin, but dude stayed close to my cousin, y'all. My cousin went to the basketball game I was in the stands. I didn't play though. I didn't hoop. But I ended up going to the game too, you know what I'm saying? So he tried to keep us close, and he basically told my cousin that if he joined them, I ain't gonna say what gang it is, but if you do your research, you know, you can figure that shit out. Chicago Gangland, Rick Manzo, you know what I'm saying? You figure out which gang that was. Look it up, it's on YouTube. And he said, I can make you a made man. You can have the whole South Side. I'm gonna leave it as that. My cousin didn't do it. My cousin ducked his taco. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But he said, I can make you a made man. You can have the whole South Side. I got this product here. But my cousin said he didn't want to risk the family and fuck up some shit and get us all slaughtered, including me first because I was there and they knew who I was. It's your boy Swag and I'm out. Crazy story on 63rd Street. It's your boy Swag, and I'm out.